Have you ever seen Lucky?
No, but I know his challenge.
And it starts with this book.
Sure does. So will you join us? And by the end of this video,
Be willing to take the Lucky Challenge as we open up the Book of Professions.
We open up to a beautiful spring day as a man stands alone scrolling through his phone, only to be watched from a short distance away by an unfriendly spectator who secretly points to the man along the riverfront. At the same time, on the other side of the river park, Officer Robinson begins his patrol. A short time later, he comes across a familiar group from the neighborhood as one of them mentions his nephew Kevin, causing Officer Robinson to stop. One of the other men proceeds to say how Kevin should join their crew, prompting Officer Robinson to sternly warn them to stay away from his nephew as the guys brush him off with a devious smile. Moments later, as Officer Robinson makes his way over to the riverfront walkway, he is approached by a young woman named Amy, who is visibly shaken as she points over towards the river and explains how she just saw a man struggling in the water. The officer looks out, but sees nothing but the river's current. Knowing she saw the man, she begins to frantically scan the water again, just hoping to spot him before it's too late, as Officer Robinson calls on his radio for assistance. At the same time, just a few miles away, Police Officer Allen arrives at the scene of a suspected burglary taking place at the residence of Mr. Murray. The home alarm suddenly cuts off as Officer Allen is approached by Mr. Murray, who explains that he arrived a short time ago to hear his house alarm going off and noticed a broken window near the front door entrance. Officer Allen calls for backup and instructs Mr. Murray to wait safely off to the side while he assesses the situation. Back at the river, anxiety builds as Officer Robinson searches a bit downstream from where the man was last spotted, while Amy continues her search close by, just hoping for a miracle. Suddenly, the man emerges as he manages to cling on for dear life to a river buoy nearby. Officer Robinson spots the man, prompting him to spring into action as he jumps into the treacherous waters below. With every stroke, he's left tired by the river's currents, but with unwavering determination, he continues on. Meanwhile, back at the Murray's residence, Officer Phillips has arrived to back up Officer Allen, along with an extra patrol unit hidden behind the house down the alley, as the two carefully make their way into the house to search for any intruders. Moments later, glass can be heard breaking inside his house as Mr. Murray anxiously waits outside in deep concern. Suddenly, the suspect is seen running from out back of the house, down the alley, only to be met by the extra patrol unit as they apprehend him before he can get away. Now back at the river, the man's grip on the buoy begins to slip as he falls downward, but not before Officer Robinson reaches him just in time. A short time later, the man is transported to the hospital while Amy and a group of onlookers applaud Officer Robinson for his quick response and life-saving actions. But in the midst of the celebrations, Officer Robinson is informed by a bystander who believes the man he rescued was actually robbed and pushed into the waters right before he arrived, prompting Officer Robinson to investigate further. Finally, we see Mr. Murray's worries put to rest as the two brave officers come out and inform him that the suspect has been caught and his belongings have been recovered. Mr. Murray thanks the officers for their courageous actions, knowing things could have turned out much worse had they not been there. And this is just a glimpse into the world of police officers and how valuable they are, which is why your kind words of appreciation for them goes a long way.
So here's the challenge.
Would you leave in the comment section, in a sentence or two, your appreciation for what they do, with the goal of sending out lucky thank you cards with your comments on them,
in hopes of reaching as many as we can.
well, thanks for watching, and as always, stay thankful.